uh, softening of hot water. We have seen that we have two types of hot water. One is temporary, another is permanent. Temporary hardness is due to the bicarbonates of calcium and magnesium. Okay, so how we remove this hardness so that this water can be used for washing, for laundry, etc. First, let us see how is temporary hardness is removed. Okay, first is by boiling. By boiling of water. What we do, we take this water in large boilers and heat it. What happens, since it contains calcium bicarbonate and magnesium bicarbonate, okay, HCO3 whole twice, when we heat it, what happens, that calcium bicarbonate changes into calcium carbonate, and which is a precipitate. It is a precipitate, and then we get carbon dioxide and water. Okay, so this calcium bicarbonate changes into calcium carbonate, which is a precipitate, and we get carbon dioxide, which escapes into atmosphere, and water. Okay, so this calcium carbonate precipitate, which settles down or can be removed by filtration, and the water becomes soft. So we don't have any compound which interferes with the dissolving of water. Similarly, we have magnesium bicarbonate. Okay, it upon heating gives magnesium carbonate, which again is a precipitate, and plus carbon dioxide and water, and magnesium carbonate is removed by filtration, and we get a pure water. Okay, then we have another method of doing this temporary hardness is calcium hydroxide method. Is calcium hydroxide method. Calcium hydroxide method. This is a method of this is also called Calaricus method. Calaricus method. Calaric was a famous scientist. On his name it is. And what happens that we add calculated amount of this lime. Calcium hydroxide is lime. We add calculated amount of lime to the hard water. Our hard water contains calcium bicarbonate or magnesium bicarbonate. When we add to it calcium hydroxide, which is lime, this is lime. What happens that it reacts with this calcium bicarbonate to produce calcium carbonate and water. Calcium carbonate and water is produced. So you can see that calcium carbonate is a precipitate. It settles down or is removed by filtration, and we get pure water or soft water. So these are the two methods of removing hardness of water which is temporary, which has temporary hardness. Then we have permanent hardness. How can we remove permanent hardness? Permanent hardness, it contains, as you know, it contains chlorides and sulfates. It contains chlorides and sulfates of calcium and magnesium. Okay, so how these can be removed? One is by washing soda method. Washing soda method. What is washing soda method? We add calculated amount of washing soda. Washing soda means sodium carbonate. We add sodium carbonate in weighed quantities to the hard water. Since if it contains calcium carbonate or magnesium calcium chloride or magnesium chloride, sodium carbonate reacts with it to produce calcium carbonate, which is a precipitate, plus NaCl, which is salt. So calcium chloride reacts with sodium. Since we add it sodium carbonate, which is called a washing soda, we get calcium carbonate, which is a precipitate, which can be through filtration or which settles down, and we get pure water. Similarly, if we have sulfates, for example, magnesium sulfate plus this washing soda, what happens? We get magnesium carbonate plus sodium sulfate. Okay, this magnesium carbonate again is a precipitate. It is removed, and we get soft water. Okay, so this is by adding by washing soda method to remove the hardness of of permanent hard water, which has a permanent hardness. Then we have another method is by ion exchange method. B is by ion exchange method. By ion exchange method. Ion exchange method is here the cations, calcium and magnesium, are replaced by sodium. We have in these compounds we have calcium sulfate or calcium chloride. We have calcium chloride, we have calcium sulfate, this is permanent hardness, or magnesium chloride or magnesium sulfate. What we do with this calcium, this magnesium is replaced by sodium. When it is replaced, it becomes a less damaging salt, and which does not interfere with the washing of or with the producing leather with soap. Right? One of the methods, many methods are applied. One method is inorganic cation exchange. One is inorganic cation exchange. Inorganic cation it is also called a permuttite or zeolite method. Permuttite or zeolite method it is called. We have some inorganic salts like hydrated sodium aluminum silicate. Hydrated sodium aluminum silicate. Okay, its formula is Na2Al2Si2O3X times water. So this is hydrated sodium aluminum silicate. Okay, this is present in naturally also, and it can be prepared by fusing of. It can be prepared artificially by fusing of soda ash, which is sodium carbonate, and then we have sand, which is silicon dioxide, and then we have alumina, Al2O3. So we fuse these, we mix these and heat these, and we get this hydrated sodium aluminum silicate. Okay, when we add this compound to a hot water, what happens that this sodium is replaced by calcium, or so the formula becomes calcium CaAl2Si2O3 X times water whole twice, like this. Okay, no, not 2. So this becomes this CaAl2Si2O3 X times water. So this is this becomes hydrated calcium aluminum silicate. Okay, and this is a precipitate. This can be removed, and in this way this this calcium sulfate or calcium chloride is removed from. How is removed? That calcium sulfate produces calcium and sulfate, and calcium is picked up by this compound. Similarly, if you have magnesium sulfate or magnesium chloride, that produces magnesium ions. Magnesium ions are picked up by this permuttite, or we call it zeolite. So that takes up this, and which is a precipitate, and which can be removed from the solution. How we do it? We have an apparatus like this. We have an apparatus like this. We have like this. We have an apparatus like this. Here we have a layer of thick sand or boulders, like, okay, and over this we place this zeolite or permuttite. What is like this? Okay. So here we have a pipe. We introduce this hot water from here. It rises here through these, from these boulders. It rises through this zeolite or permuttite. Here it reacts with permuttite to release this calcium and magnesium, which gets dissolved and remains here. Pure water rises here and is removed from here. Okay, here we remove this pure water, and as it rises through these, the calcium and magnesium, calcium sulfate and magnesium sulfate, which react with this permitite or zeolite and remains here in this in these zeolite pebbles, and the pure water is here and is removed through an outlet at the top. Okay, thank you.